let's see if this works. I want to test the chat thing especially. So it's unlisted. Let's set public. Oh, I have to close out my browser. Okay. So I just want to see, I want to get people in the chat. And then I'm going to go in there myself. Test, test, test.
Is this on YouTube that you're doing this?
Yeah, if you just go to our channel, it should pop up. I'm just, we have a chat box, and I don't know if it's correctly working, so. Source.
I mean, I'm subscribed.
So the chat box should go in the upper right-hand quadrant, and I'm just not getting it to do that. Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, okay, it is showing up. It's just really tiny for some reason.
So you got, what, each of your monitors and a camera facing you?
That's correct.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
So, but I want this to have a background too. So Finian will be sitting next to me while we're still in school. Then when he goes back to school, we'll be different.
You can replace the SYM TV one with Finian's face or something. Or, you know, you could just not have Finian on here because no one wants to see his face.
Oof.
Damn. You're not wrong.
That's rough, man. It's not okay.
I gotta give everyone
Words can hurt.
That's the idea.
Okay. Chat box. I'm totally new to Streamlabs, so I don't know how this like works.
Can we donate and have videos pop up during the stream?
No, weren't you using OBS in the other thing?
I do use OBS, but I wanted to use a different encoder because I didn't want to have 2 installs of OBS because it would complicate like our actual streams. So I'm just using Streamlabs to like have it be a separate install with all my stuff, just to simplify the process. So.
But OBS is so nice.
OBS, I like OBS better, but this has some cool features that the other OBS doesn't have. So why is background color such a sticking point? Oh, it will not be shown in your stream? Well, I want it to be shown in my stream. I also want the chats to stay there indefinitely. If people are actually watching this stream, we're just testing this, so actually the people watching are probably all you guys.
How many people you get watching?
3.
2? 3?
One of them's not me.
Excuse me. Choking on my own spit.
Text color. That's hot, by the way. Okay, test. Test, test, test. So the goal is to run, like this stream will, as soon as I like log on to the computer to start up a stream, this will just go and you can watch us like set up and get ready and the whole process behind the scenes for literally every stream that we do. And then you can watch us like kind of chat, and like when we're on break, you can watch all that stuff too. So it'd be kind of cool, I think. Something a little fun. Why am I struggling so much with this?
Hey, I finally got some competition for this race. Good.
Someone liked this video? Hi.
Yeah, buddy.
Font settings. Why did my test chat not work?
Nick, come join the SYM TV Discord.
I just spam emojis? Do the emojis pop up?
On screen?
On my stream, will they pop up is the question.
We'll find out shortly.
Now they just did.
Well,
In the one box.
what? Well, on the YouTube chat box they did.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like the top. They should be in the top quadrant.
No.
No.
Right, but I mean I can see that. I'm trying to get them to do that. Why am I struggling? Oh, hide message after. Always show. Oh.
No, it showed up briefly,
like,
and then it
yeah.
disappeared.
Okay. Well, it didn't actually show the icons either. It. Oh, that
No,
showed
it just
up. Okay,
Finian,
so-
Finian, 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 Finian.
Yeah. So now that okay, test 1, 2. Blah, blah. So now they should just keep staying there. I think. The delay's a little long, but yeah. Okay.
Yay!
That works. Although
Success.
I might adjust how it looks though. Properties, visual, font setting. Nope. Twitch. Now it's okay. Now we're to testing again. Oh, okay. So now they should be justified to the left, which is what I want. Once it pops up, it's like a 20-second delay. I guess that's normal. Yeah, there it is. I want font size to be a bit bigger too.
Kyle and Finian, are you guys ready for Daytona tomorrow?
I haven't practiced at all. and it's
I did
been
a few
totally
laps.
fine.
I think I feel alright. My only concern spot is the bus stop.
We are on the new Daytona, right?
That's what I
Yeah.
was just about to ask. is
Yeah,
if
I'm
it's
pretty
new
sure.
at
I'm
all.
pretty sure we're on the new Daytona.
That's good because I'm doing old Daytona and it sucks so much.
No, yeah, we should never run Old Daytona if we don't have to.
Old Daytona bus stop is trash.
Just the track in general is just, I don't know. It's like we have the new one, use the new one.
Hop in
Yeah.
Discord, Nick. But I'm in SYM TV Discord, just FYI.
Show your support for SYM TV. Okay. So,
Yeah, I wanted to give myself a challenge.
So I guess what I'm going to do now is I guess I'll load into iRacing and I'm going to just try to see what this will look like. If I'm actually streaming something. Invalid email or password.
Well, you don't exist now, Kyle.
I feel kind of naked with everyone being able to see both my monitors. Because there's like, when I usually stream, they're all hidden.
You have no privacy.
I know.
So what you're telling me, Kyle, is that you occasionally have porn up on your screen and you
Not
don't
on
want
this
anyone
screen.
to accidentally
Yes.
see it?
Not on the screen. My laptop is where all the bad stuff happens. Okay. Where?
Kyle, stream your laptop
Nope.
at all times.
No, I don't think you want that. I don't think anybody wants that.
You don't know me. I want to see what fetishes you're into, Kyle.
No, I don't think you do. Alright, so let's do this. Let's shrink. Corey, giggity. Okay, so yeah, Corey, we're just testing. We're in our Discord if you want to jump in here, but we're doing the thing for like our members will get to watch like this behind the scenes thing during every single stream live. I just have to figure out how to get it to be members only, and we're supposed to be able to do that, and I haven't figured out how to do it yet. We're working on it, but this is just kind of a test to get the layout and everything sorted. So, screen's about to get very cluttered. So what do we have next? Outsiders? Okay. We'll pop out chat here. And outsider. This would be significantly more interesting if I was watching a race, but I'm not.
You should spectate me.
Are you in a session with people?
Yeah.
With how many people?
It's this. It's the SimLab production one.
Oh, did it just start or is it?
Yeah, it just started. We just took the green flag.
Okay. Top split.
So you get. Yeah, I think so.
There's only 2 races. Let's see if I can see. Yep, I found you. Okay. I don't know. I think the quadrant, like, we were originally gonna have it be like mostly just us, and then it have like the stream in the bottom corner. But I think it's more interesting if you can see like all the controls and what my mouse is doing and everything. It'd be even cooler if we could like capture the stream deck. But that'd just be too much. I'd need a 3rd monitor for that, I think. There's 7 people watching this. Why? What are you people doing with your lives? Watching me test things.
It's entertaining.
Is it?
Well, not really.
I don't show my face very much, so I think that's... Oh, hi, DJ. I'm just testing things for
No one
fun.
needs to see my face.
Join us in Discord, DJ. We're having a party.
He says I'm still working.
Oh, don't do that then.
So Corey just got out of work, and he's lazy and has no life, he says. I'm also those things. So
This is better than work.
also, I'm trying to figure out like what we should put on the wall behind us, because Finian's face is going to obscure most of it. But I don't know, like we should put like, I don't want to put a decal on my wall because it won't come off. But I have like, in front of my PC, I have like a Watkins Glen flag and then like a Watkins Glen 3D track map. And I guess I can move those back there, but I really don't want those there. I don't really know. Don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, that's loud. Let's turn that down. Corey, I have a green screen, but it's also like my bedroom, so I don't really want to have a green screen in here at all times. Just some like wall art or something. I mean, I don't know.
You should get a huge scale, like floor to ceiling, blown up picture of Finian's face.
Why does everyone suggest that? Every
I don't
time.
And projected on the wall behind you.
Everyone suggested a Finian fathead at one point. Like, you know those decals you put on the wall? or cardboard cutouts? Like, that seems to be a really popular choice.
I feel really like my face.
Apparently.
Your face is beautiful.
It's a meme.
Hang up
So-
Lego race cars. No,
so is
Lego
this-
race cars are meant to be on the floor.
I don't know. I feel like this is pretty cool. This setup. Because then you can see me operate buttons. Oh, Finian. We don't have cameras for Daytona 07, and it is very bad.
Yep.
We have TV1, I think.
Why are you at Daytona 07?
Because that's where Max is.
Oh. Wait, Max, why are you at Daytona 07?
He's doing production lab, whatever it's
Max,
called.
why the heck are you doing production car challenge?
Because it's easy I
This is
rating.
leading to more questions.
Okay, this is kind of cool though, to like see all the behind, like all the buttons and things. I really wish that you could see the stream deck. Like if there was a version. What if I open it? Stream deck. Oh, not Streamlabs OBS. That's already what I have open. Stream deck. Does it give you like a virtual? I guess it does.
Is Max winning? Max, are you winning?
Nope.
Max is not winning.
So if I had a third monitor, I would have the Stream Deck thing up too, so you could see what buttons I'm pressing, but it really doesn't matter. Max is P5 right now.
To be fair, I started at the very back of the field because I didn't qualify.
Max, DJ wants to know why you're not winning.
Because I started at the back of the field.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
It is. It's an excuse for why I'm not winning.
DJ says, "What the fuck, Max?"
So the other question is, I need to get audio from the cars. So audio input capture, add source. And which one is it? Voice meter output, VB audio. Okay, I think that's the car audio. I can't tell, so someone's gonna have to confirm. The guys that are watching the stream, can you guys confirm that you guys can hear the car now? For me?
Stand by.
Well, yeah, it's gonna take a couple seconds.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet.
It is quiet? I can turn
It's kind of
it up.
quiet, but the game audio is a thing.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Let me know if that's too much. How many people are watching this now?
Oh God, my ears!
Louder? Good.
That's fine. I would probably turn it down a little bit, but
So somewhere
it's louder than your voice, but not by huge amount.
That's okay. That should be a little bit better. We'll give that 20 seconds and see if that's any good.
That's still a little louder than your voice.
Still is?
I think that's not good.
I'm gonna go a little bit lower, I think. Okay. Because this is the loudest it's gonna be, because this is an in-car cam. But you don't want it to be like, if you want to hear the cars full blast, you'd just watch the normal stream.
You'd watch the extra stream.
Right.
You wouldn't watch whatever this is.
Yeah, this is also Finian, I need cameras for this track. These are so bad for Daytona 07.
I don't know. Try this. Take the new Daytona cameras and put it into the 07.
Hi, what are you doing?
Just see how it works.
Alright, I'll do that.
Because I've done that with some text and it's somewhat alright.
Am I too quiet on the stream?
Yes.
Not in Discord, on the stream.
No, yes, on the stream, it's a little too quiet.
DJ says he wants to hear that the cars exist.
Ooh.
Oh, you can see that. I don't need to tell you. Only need to tell Max because he's focusing on drive. Oh, that sounds like focusing on
I can't go
spinning.
above 100%.
Real.
Is my voice just quiet in relation to the Discord stuff?
I mean,
Yeah.
You're fine on Discord. It's a little low.
Okay, well I'm just gonna turn things down because it's already, my microphone's known for being a little bit quiet.
What?
Mine is the other way around.
well, for you, it's not the mic, it's just you.
Oh god, okay. Yeah. So I just turned down Discord a little bit, and I guess I might turn down the cars a touch. No, the cars seem alright. It's gonna be quiet now because the camera audio's not right. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Okay, tracks.
DJ said, I like it when Finian sounds like God. That's what I hear.
What? What do I sound like God?
God,
I don't know.
I mean, thank you.
Finian, you are God.
Oh.
I will worship you.
I'm an idiot.
Good God.
My screen, I'm having like anxiety looking at all the stuff on my monitors right now. There's so much stuff on them.
I'm hearing like
They
double.
don't have anything on their monitor.
Probably because you're watching the stream during Discord.
No, it's just that, like I hear a...
Oh, reverb coming through on voice chat. Interesting.
Oh.
Why would that be? Oh, maybe.
Like when I'm
Oh,
watching
oh, oh, I know why. I know why. Okay, hold
three
on.
times.
Speak someone real quick. Okay, that should be better. Okay, that should have stopped that.
Behind the streams. What is this?
So what this is going to be is for every single stream that we do, we're going to have another live stream that only members can see. That'll be this. So you can watch like our reactions and how we're watching the stream and reacting to it in real time.
And I'm assuming they're gonna have a little thing of the race down there, like you do have here.
Yeah, so like how it is set up right now is basically how I normally stream, except the YouTube on the middle in the right monitor, that's not usually there, because that would be the track map control, but I'm just trying to make sure I can preview what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, okay, so 2011.
Well, how you're, like, I'm watching the stream as you're doing this, you're just, like, pointing at what you're doing. I'm like, what? That's great.
Corey says you get more people watching this than some channels get on actual races.
How many people are watching on this?
Last time I checked, it was like 8.
Because we always
11 now.
Oh, is it?
Beautiful face.
Oh, I think the cameras actually worked. Oh, they do work really nicely, Finian.
Am I ever wrong?
Oh, yes.
Dude, I want to see that. I want to see Finian. Where's Finian?
Finian is in his own room right now.
Freaking Finian.
I'm playing a game right now.
Oh, you're. Oh. Excuse me.
So if anyone is curious about how I do all the audio stuff, I have a virtual audio cable and it looks like this. So this is a big pain in the rear end, and I dislike doing it this way. But how I do the voice chat rewind is I take this and I just drag it down here and it makes it all bassy. But it can totally adjust how things sound just by moving these around. And car volume,
Basic.
people volume, my actual manual volume, that sort of thing. It's a pretty cool program. It's just a real big pain when you try to play games that don't support this thing. So.
It's not a game, it's a simulator.
Oh.
A simulator.
Simulator?
Brake rotors.
Brake rotors.
A scratch.
Ooh, that red brake rotor.
Yes, so pretty.
That low poly brake rotor. 2009.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. Low poly or nothing.
Cast
I'm
max
pretty
for a
sure
minute? What do you mean cast max? I can't.
Who asked that?
DJ?
He wants to hear your beautiful voice.
But I mean, you guys should be. Yeah, you're coming through the audio, so you should be able to hear you. I don't know what he means by cast max.
Oh, he wants Max to be a.
Oh, you mean like right on board with him or something?
Yes.
I guess I could do. I've been looking at him the whole time.
Oh, he wants to tell
Whoa.
Max how to go fast.
Oh, that's loud.
Medical coach.
Oh.
No, what's loud is currently the person in the game I'm in just blasting Revenge of the Sith.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Hold Fast
Hold
Nations
Fast.
at War.
Oh, okay.
Are you still streaming it?
Oh, I was.
Oh.
No one was watching it, so I turned it off.
DJ, thanks for the donation, buddy. But we already are watching Max race. This is Max in the blue and yellow car. But thanks for the $2.
Oh.
Tell him it's somebody else and you'll make it another $2.
Behind the scenes.
I'm
comes
trying.
out.
What do you want me to do? You don't have to donate me
Oh, now
money.
someone's playing Funky Couch.
So Connor, but when does the behind the scenes come in?
This
Saturday?
Is, oh yeah, Saturday.
Saturday, if we can get it to work.
Well, even if we can't get it private, we'll still do it on Saturday.
I wish we had I wish we would have had this for either Fuel at Vegas or Indy for Fuel. When I had my interviews,
Oh, Max, no! You went off the track. That's not where the track goes.
I literally can't hear shit right now from the car. Can someone put me on mute? Or deafen?
Yeah, I can deafen you. Bye, Max.
I can
Thanks.
deafen you. Al can deafen you.
wow,
I don't know how he's gonna get undeafened, but
you just right click him. As long as we can hear him, like, oh,
Someone
DJ,
told,
what are you
someone
doing,
was like,
bud? What are you
gonna
doing?
charge when they lose reinforcements and then someone's screaming.
DJ's just giving us money.
Oh,
A $10
I mean, I wouldn't
donation
argue
from
with
DJ.
that.
Thanks, man.
DJ's a generous guy, you know?
I
Look
love
at
you,
DJ.
DJ. I am
What
Cast.
a
I don't
guy.
understand. What do you mean by Cast Max? I'm looking at him right now. You can stop giving me money. I beg you. Oh, announce his
Oh,
race.
I now. Great.
Well, what are you doing, Finian?
What?
What are you doing?
Get out of there.
I'm stabbing Prussians. Why?
You should come in here
It's
and
time to
cast.
broadcast.
You should. DJ, give us $10. Come in here and help me broadcast Max's race.
Oh no, wait! I need to stab a few more
Okay,
Prussians.
stab
Give
a
me
few more
second.
Prussians, and we're gonna announce his
Oh, I
race.
got shot by one. Fuck.
Family friendly stream, boys.
I'm playing as the French and I'm stabbing Prussians.
This is so awkward. I don't know how to just cast.
How far back is that race? Or I don't know. How far back is like that based? In that game, like what year's
Like
set in?
1700s.
Use the bayonet.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do I do this? I don't know how to. Finian, I need you in here.
Hold on.
Sure.
We're almost one.
Let's have the 13-year-old caster freaking professional here.
I don't.
Come on, Kyle, you're a professional.
I don't know how to just. He's just by himself in fifth. I don't know what to do.
Look at the moves here. It comes off
Who's
his hand.
chunking their microphone down their anus? I don't.
Who normally like is shoving their mic down their throat?
Oh, Alec, I'm
Or
gonna
up their ass.
mute you. Oh, okay.
Christ.
DJ, what are you doing? Oh my God!
He's giving us more money.
He just gave us $20.
Jesus, DJ, stop, please.
DJ, stop.
You have to
Fine.
please
Okay.
the
All right. Here we
fans.
go. Max Lupfer in fifth right now after starting in 16th. He's up to P5 plus 11 positions for the night, Finian, as he works his way through NASCAR 2 and 3. He's got 7 minutes left to gain spots. He's 9 seconds back from the leader, averaging a couple seconds quicker a lap. Do you think he's got time to get there?
I don't know about him, but I know these Prussians I'm trying to find have only a few more minutes to live.
Into the bus stop now, down a couple gears to third gear.
Oh,
Across the curbs in the bus stop, and now back up to speed, catching a solstice here.
Slow stitch. A lot
And
of
climbing up onto the NASCAR bank again in NASCAR Turn 3. Of course, Luke, for a competitor in Grid Life Touring Cup, is currently working on a BMW 2002 build. I believe it's a 1976 model. And as he heads into the 2020 season, trying to get the rust all kicked out of that thing, so he's got it set up for Grid Life Midwest come June. I hope you're getting your money's worth, DJ. Cross the line, and 6 minutes and 10 seconds left as he enters down in turn number 1, riding on board as he goes into the
that
braking zone.
Mazda Miata.
The gearing in this race car is pretty challenging. I mean, the clutch on this car just got a rework in one of the recent builds, so getting it into gear, I've heard it described as a box of neutrals. And so upshifting and downshifting can be quite challenging. One of the few cars in the service that requires heel toe. A lot of the other cars you can get away with cheating a little bit, but not in the Mustang.
So Kyle, we're talking a
I won the
more.
war. Alright, hang on.
So Kyle, we're talking a more like driver's car.
100% a driver's car, Alec, but the challenge about the Mustang in particular is that, you know, it requires a lot of skill to drive, but at the same time, it doesn't handle very well. I've talked in the past how it drives like a hippopotamus or it is shaped like a refrigerator. It doesn't have the aerodynamics of any other race car. It's got a big wing on the back and a solid rear axle. It's got about 325 horsepower from a big old V8 engine, but it's fun to drive for some, but can also be kind of lethargic when you try to bring it through the corners. And for some reason, Lupfer has attached himself to this race car in ways that other drivers haven't. And we saw that with the Grid Life iRacers Crowd Control Cup a few weeks ago. Max took to this car better than I think anybody else. He was the most improved from the Miata series that they did a few months back. So his transition from the Miata to the Mustang, I think he improved the most out of anybody. Just something about this car fits him. And I wonder if it's because his GLTC car from last year was a 1993 Ford Taurus SHO, which in some ways is a lot like a Mustang. And hello, I'm my co-commentator now.
God is a
Kyle, are hippopotami not aerodynamic?
What's that?
said your God.
Are hippopotami not aerodynamic?
I would not call a hippopotamus
let me
very
tell ya-
aerodynamic. Get your,
Let me tell you, it ain't a cup car, so
Have you ever had a hippopotamus in a wind tunnel?
No,
I don't know if the car can...
but I would imagine it would not be very good.
Oh, yeah, we got the big boy in there. Simeon, how you doing, man?
4 minutes left now as Lutfer rounds turn number 1 through turn 2. Daytona International Speedway in particular, Finian, talk to me about the differences between this version and the newer Daytona. I know the lack of curbing is one. You see the entrance to the International Horseshoe here. But not as much curbing. Is that going to affect the lap around here or not really?
Yeah, I would say... there it is, Gabe. Yeah, I would say the curbing definitely comes into effect, especially this. I think the newer curbing is much easier to use with these cars. Like I would say with these cars, it probably doesn't matter a whole lot, but definitely with the GT3 and the prototypes, it does matter quite a bit. But yeah, and then obviously as far as differences, the newer paved surface gives you a lot more grip to use than the older surface, and also you're not breaking your spine when you're on the oval.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the changes when they repaved the course, is it made it a lot smoother. And on a car like this, the suspension's soft enough where it really doesn't matter. You see that the prototypes that we'll be racing tomorrow night, about 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, the prototypes and stock cars had a real hard time. But if we ride on board the suspension cam here, you can see how violent it is. This is on the banking. This should be very smooth. Obviously, not the greatest quality here. But onto the straightaway now. He's drafting right up behind James Milbacher. Milbachler in the number 11 car into the braking zone for the bus stop, right on the heels of the number 11 as they work their way through.
Max better get past
from you coming from a racing more on the road side. To you, when you've raced Daytona in these cars, do you feel like there's a huge difference or not that big of a difference when you come to the bumpy Daytona in iRacing compared to the smooth Daytona?
Well, I think the bumpy is a lot more fun to drive by yourself. I think the newer Daytona, it can be kind of boring by yourself. Obviously, it's fun and better to draft in, but the old track, I think, has more character to it. And I think as we see time go on, it's going to get probably more and more character back, which I think is a good thing, only to an extent, though. You see Lutfer just worked his way by the number 11 car of James Milbachler and puts himself P4 after starting back in 16th, down on the brakes. And this will be 2 laps to go this time through, so we're going to work through some Solstice traffic. And it's another 6.1 seconds up to third place Nick Nelson, who started his race back in, exactly where he started.
Actually, here are our trio of leaders.
And I don't think Max is out of this just yet. These top 3 nose to tail, and obviously Daytona's a big racetrack. It's pretty difficult to make mistakes on your own, but when you're in a group like this, relatively easy to make a mistake.
Yeah, you gotta imagine at some point someone's gonna send it into a corner just a little bit too deep and just a little bit too much. So Lutfer is right within range of getting these guys if he keeps it in close.
Yeah, throttling back up.
Let's hope the number 2 of Laval doesn't pull an Alex Martinez from Watkins Glen and choke away the win. But, I mean, if you could tell with all 3 of them, I mean, especially with second of Huffman right on Laval, is the draft in the straightaway is going to be so big. It's just going to be crazy. And the closing rate, but it's in the turns where you're going to see, I think Laval start prevailing off the turns. It's just the draft is so big. It's usually why we have good finishes in Irish.
You have to set up. I mean, it's all about the bus stop in this configuration. Yeah. I mean, especially in these cars that only have about 300 horsepower. They're working their way through the bus stop now. Lutfer, though, last time by was about a second quicker than the second place car. You see him now entering the bus stop here and climbing over the curbs. And he's got Milbachler still following him, but a little bit out of the draft. They're about 9/10 back. You can still get some draft, but this car, it's not as powerful as you would think compared to the cars like the Miata or the Solstice.
Yeah, here come the Mustang leaders as they're coming through Miata traffic here as they're going to round out a turn 4 and collect the white flag with just 15 seconds left on the clock.
And they probably could have lifted to make this lap complete, but they won't. Bump drafting across the start-finish line. 1 lap to go. Can Lutfer close a 6.5 second gap, or will these guys get together and make it messy?
I think his only hope is that these guys get together and make some sort of mistake. It's the only way he can really catch up. And as you see, all these guys go deep into turn 1. No mistakes there. Let's see what they can do in the infield section.
We've seen Elliott Huffman in the Sim Championship Racing Series in the Ferrari 488. Very skilled driver, working his way to the outside of the International Horseshoe now. Brakes glowing on the leader, maybe cross him over as they head down towards the West Horseshoe.
Yeah, I actually didn't even realize he was in this race. But yeah, he actually, if I'm not mistaken, either won or got beaten at the line when it came down to the draft in those Ferrari machines, and he's setting up for a similar scenario right behind the leader.
Yeah, I don't remember if he won that race or not, but now they head into the West Horseshoe. Huffman really deep on the brakes again. A wide entry and a late apex to try to get a run. onto the re-entry to the oval, but Nick Nelson right there behind. And Lupfer has closed a little bit, but I fear that's going to be too big of a gap to overcome unless these guys get together.
He's going to have to, he would pretty much have to cut the bus stop to even try to make up any sort of ground on them, but so far not able to get it done here.
And now climbing back up onto the banking, and the front three nose to tail. It's all about setting up the bus stop. Slow in, fast out. That's the way to get it done. Huffman's 0.4 of a second behind. It's going to have to be a perfect execution here. He's not as close as he probably could be.
Yeah, and for him, it's just a matter of making sure he prioritizes the exit. I mean, same thing for Lovell. They both tries to prioritize the exit.
This is a mistake here. I don't think Lovell is going to move right back online, but this would have been a mistake to defend because Huffman wasn't close enough, and he compromised his entry a touch. And look at the run Huffman gets through the exit of the bus stop and now on to NASCAR Turn 3.
Yeah, he's going to get a nice draft on Lovell. Lovell's just a sitting duck. You see him trying to go up the banking to ruin the run, but I mean, he's still getting a run on him. He's going to have an opportunity to go to the bottom here. Here we go.
Drag race back to the start-finish line. Huffman going out wide, going to run down the banking, use the weight of the car to gather speed. Now coming to the line, checkered flag waving. Huffman swings to driver's right. Going to be a drag race to the line. Who gets there first, Lovell or Huffman? Drag race, bumper to bumper at the line.
Yeah, it's Huffman.
Oh, that was close. 93. No, it's going to be closer to that. 1/100th of a second. Huffman gets it done. And Lupfer comes home in P4 after starting in 16th tonight.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. All things considered, I had to work through, what is that, pretty much 2 classes of car to get to anywhere near the front. So all things considered, a great job for him, but
wow,
fantastic job by Huffman.
What a spectacular move. Let's go back and take a look at coming back to the checkers. He set the, we're going to go back to look in turn 3 and 4 here. Look how he climbs down the banking.
Yeah.
He uses the weight of the car to literally roll and gather momentum. He's going to swing to driver's right, and this is just such a well-executed move.
Yeah, it really is. And you see Lovell just try to cut the bus stop to try to, mitigate the loss, but unfortunately wasn't able to prevent Huffman from passing him at the line.
Yeah, I'll take another look from in slow motion here, and this could not have been
undeafened?
more. Oh yeah, well, undeafened Max. This could not be more than a bumper between these two as they come across the line. It was 1/100th of a second. And let's take a look.
See, he passed him right there.
Wow, it's so close.
Yeah, right here, he's finally gotten past him.
That's inches, Finian. Yeah. Inches.
That's breaking the sporting code. You can't run down there.
It's not NASCAR. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
And across the line. Oh, try to get, wow. And that's a foot, maybe 3 at best, at 130 plus miles an hour. Lupfer did a spectacular job coming all the way through the field to 4th. But Elliott Huffman, we've seen him in SYM Championship Racing Series. Hope he's back this season. That series starts up at this track, actually, in a little under a month.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what those guys got on board, especially after not being with them for most of last season, which was apparently really interesting. Again, unfortunately, didn't really have the car counts, but this season looking a lot better.
We're here now with our 4th place finisher, Max Lupfer, the number 13. Max, a struggle tonight to get your way forward, but coming home 4th after starting in 16th, how do you feel about that race? And do you think you could have gotten to the lead had you had a few more laps and some better luck?
I think my issue was I made a mistake about halfway through while battling with the guy who finished 5th. I gave it a little bit too much gas coming out of the corner and kind of halfway spun it, and I dropped back 3 or 4 seconds. I think had that not happened, I would have been able to catch up to the leaders and at least use their draft to get back into that lead pack. But it is what it is. I'm okay with 4th. I'll try again here in a little bit later. Hopefully not get as many 1x cuts and not ruin my safety rating.
Yeah, so talk to us about, we were talking earlier about the differences between the older version of Daytona and the newer one. Do you feel like there's a particular one that's more fun to race? Do the bumps on the banking make up for the lack of curbing in the infield, or do you prefer the newer track because of the smoother surface?
So the smooth surface of like the high banks doesn't really matter, at least not in the Mustang, because you're just not going fast enough. But definitely the extra curbing all throughout the infield and just having the slightly larger like off-track zones that you're allowed going through the bus stop is really beneficial. I felt like in this car, just, even clipping a little bit of grass gave me a 1x, even though my tires were basically still on the curbing for most of it. It might have just been a little bit of dragging, at least transitioning onto a curb or off of a curb, that was causing me a lot of 1x's. So the newer version is definitely way more fun to drive, and the old bumps going through the high banks don't really do much unless you're in a NASCAR or an Indy car.
Do you feel like your experience in your 93 Ford Taurus SHO has anything to do with your prowess in this race car, or is there something else entirely that you think makes you good?
I'm not sure what makes me good in this car. It's definitely not driving the Taurus, because that thing, you would just have to wait on the throttle for so long just because it's an open diff front wheel drive car. This car, I think it suits me just for the fact that I enjoy the anti-lock brakes. It allows me to just get on the pedal and just kind of use a really good force to get the car stopped. I'm not too worried about the back end snapping around on me under brakes. So I think I have a lot more confidence in braking compared to some of my competitors.
How do you feel about the fact that DJ Alessandrini spent $42 to get us to stream you tonight? Not a joke. He actually did.
DJ, you could have just donated that to them.
He did.
But
Well, I think he's saying because YouTube will take the
without the stream. Or, I mean, hell, I would have even taken it towards my GLTC bill. But, you know, if this is what brings you entertainment, DJ, then here you
If
go.
only everybody did that. We'd be rich.
Yeah. I was gonna say, actually, I think with that we should finish.
We were only like $20 away, so yeah, we'll eclipse the mark that it took to get our first check from YouTube. So thank you, DJ. But that was fun. That was a good time. DJ, did you get your money's worth?
Apparently, he seems entertained.
He seems very entertained.
Yeah, YouTube takes 30%. We get 70.
Yeah, which 70-30 is actually a pretty good ratio, all things considered.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, YouTube does not let you take all of it.
it'd be
They make
nice. But I think the only way we could take all of it is through PayPal. If you just donated directly, don't do that. You've already spent enough money. Please don't.
Don't tempt him.
Please don't do that. I already feel bad. I tried to pay for some of his gas on the way to Chicago, and he wouldn't let me. It was yeah. And his XP eats gas.
Really?
Oh yeah. So he was telling me.
That's the cube one, right?
Yeah.
It's literally a cube.
We're talking about Mustangs having bad aerodynamics. That thing's literally shaped like a refrigerator.
I'm working 16 hours today. Why?
Well, no, you're not working 16 hours because you're watching us.
Does he mean on his car like job working?
His fiance's in Hawaii, so he's bored.
Oh.
So. But yeah. No, we were. What?
Really better.
What were you gonna say?
Can we get an update on that SYM TV gear that everybody's anxious to get a hold of?
Can you get an update on it? Well, we are ready to do it. I just need to work out the PayPal side of things, because we wanted, before we had a store that was through. Where are you going?
Be back.
Okay. Before we had a store that.
Yeah, that was too much fun.
Oh, there.
DJ the hero.
Thanks, DJ.
Are you
SYM
still there?
TV brought to you
Yeah.
by DJ.
We got.
Are you driving home?
Nope, I don't think this is working on my end.
Oh.
I tried to go through the phone. It's being a doofus.
Oh, okay. He's gone.
You
Oh,
could buy
bye-bye.
the sweet hat.
What was it? What job? Oh, SYM TV gear. Oh, yeah, sweet
Is
hat.
it working now?
Yeah, we got you.
Hello.
So, the PayPal side, I don't want to do it how we did it before, because you had to like log into this website and it was like kind of sketchy looking, and so we're trying to do it now where you just go to our website and then you pick the size and you hit buy now, and it's all through our own website. But I had to like upgrade PayPal to a business account, and then I have to like set up buttons, and it's not super easy. So like we're ready to do the gear. I just need to set it up so that you guys can actually pay through PayPal and make it all nice and simple. So it's almost here. Okay. As for the perks of the membership, I don't think we're quite to a month yet. But again, all the merch, like the hats and the decals, will ship at the second month that you're a member.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking finny and looking fresh.
Yeah, looking
that's it.
fresh. Hold on, I have to take a look because I can't see what it looks like on the camera. Yeah, look at that.
Get in.
Looking pretty fresh.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna close out of this.
Oh. I'm paying for it, so better look fresh.
It's gonna look fresh. You know what? The funny thing is actually you're getting a super good deal. Yeah, DJ, we heard you. I don't think you could hear us. We heard you just fine. It's actually a super good deal to do the membership thing, because we're basically giving you the hat for like $7, and that's what it costs to make, and then we have to ship it to you. So we're gonna lose like actually a lot of money on this. But We're just trying to get people to be like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna get some more. And then after the 2 months, you'll get free shipping on anything from our website.
Yeah, authentic.
Oh,
In the continental U.S.
There's camera. There's camera.
Continental. Well, let me tell you, Sean. Once
Oh no, showing
you
the
get
authentic
everything
sticker.
around you.
Oh.
Let me tell you, I gotta get that. I gotta get that SYM TV polo because that's looking nice.
The polos
I'm
are super.
I'm
super
digging it.
actually, hold on. I might have one.
I have mine.
That hat.
If you don't have yours.
See, like right now, I have my Kyle Busch hat
A couple different colors
right here.
now.
Once I
So-
get that SYM TV hat.
Like we have the normal gray one that we've had in the past, and now we also have this like dark blue one that looks really cool. It's got
Yes,
like
the
the
dark
gray
blue one is beautiful.
underneath. So it just looks super legit, and I actually like this almost as good, almost as much as the gray with the blue.
I like this one actually better.
I kind of do too, don't you? I don't know. We'll get people's opinions. We can do both. It
SYM
doesn't-
TV modeling.
It doesn't cost anything. To...
SYM TV modeling.
He's like SYM TV modeling.
Oh. I can strip down.
Oh god.
Make it a different.
Whoa!
Make it a
Whoa.
different
That's
kind of
a
live
different
stream.
type of stream.
Are people still watching this? Why?
I feel like does it tell you how many?
Yeah, it does. I just gotta scroll down. 8.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
This is a fun stream. This is kind of an impromptu. Oh, you know what we can also do is we can show you like the
This is the best stream. You better not unlist this.
I'm not gonna unlist it. So I'll show you what my broadcast media folder looks like. So this
Hey,
is
let's see.
where I store all my goodies. So all like our logos for all the different series. So like Fuel,
This is where all the magic happens.
kinda. Well, these are like the basic logos that we have. We also have like a banners folder, which is like all the stuff that you see at like the bottom of the ticker.
You still need to send me an updated version of like the whole thing.
Yeah,
As like
I'm,
a backup.
shut up. You can.
Just in case you have
You'll
like a
get it
hard
when
drive
you get
failure.
it, okay? So there's that, and then
Wait, also, have you backed this up to your other hard drive? Or?
not lately. I should. Spec
As I hear this, I'm arguing with
One
Yusuf.
copy is none copy.
Spec MX5 challenge stuff.
Sci-fi
Kyle.
1 2.
and Phineas.
It's a sound effect.
I know you guys don't have pets, but when you guys were young, did you guys have any pets?
I have pets at home. I just we're not allowed to have them in our apartment.
I'm
I know,
Indian,
okay.
so my parents did not want that.
So for you, Kyle,
Yeah.
in your opinion, what do you think is better, cats or dogs?
I'm personally a cat person.
Frickin'.
I don't know. For me, like depending on the day, I can go almost either way. Probably more cats. If I were to have one.
Oh,
Yeah,
this.
as you guys, I'm listening. Like I hear you guys twice on the stream, and I'm arguing with Yusuf on what's better, cats or dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah, that look at that's what I like to see, Jackson.
Okay. What else? What else is in here? Thumbnails. This is our thumbnail folder.
Oh my
Oh, I can show some
god!
what like the thumbnails look like when we open them up.
Brown Jesus Finian at the line.
All right, so I'll open up like my thumbnails. I'll show you how I set them up. So
You're using GIMP?
yeah,
Yeah.
I can't afford Photoshop. I have to charge everybody like $10 more.
Fair enough.
So I mean they're pretty simple, but we
You're
have
a
like
student though. Photoshop's cheap for students.
shut up. So basically, we have these like color overlays that like we can change based on the series.
Really?
And then we have I have the logo like hold on, let's go down to like the basic level here first. So first thing I do is I drag in the screenshot, and then I put the series logo at the top of the screen, and then I put in my colors. So it depends on the series, but I like to kind of have them be representative of like what the actual series looks like. And then I put the same logo or the series logo kind of ghosted over the top, and then that's pretty much it.
I like how you have the track name ghosted. That's really cool.
Yeah.
No, it's a series name. You mean?
Oh, the series name, and then the track name goes here.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only change we did for 2020 is we just italicized the font to make it look more racy.
I didn't even know you did that.
But now, yeah,
I didn't know you did that.
I'm doing it.
Racy or racist?
Both.
Oh, whoa.
And then what else? Is there anything else in here that would be interesting?
I don't think so.
I still have thumbnails from VRL's
Kyle,
Chase.
what was that?
Oh, look at that
what
one.
was
That's a
that
throwback.
What was that dabbing cut? That made me lose brain cells.
This is like one of my favorite thumbnails ever. I loved this for some reason.
Yeah,
That
pretty
is
cool.
beautiful. Oh, that is nice.
The Dover one. And then there was the 1 year broadcasting, which is
Coming
actually
up
our
in
2
2
years
years.
coming up
Yeah.
in like 3 weeks. February
2 years?
18th, I think it is.
God.
Sounds right.
Dang.
Well, yeah, we were talking
Do
about
we
the
have a
April
stream?
Fools things. We don't have a stream on April Fools Day.
Oh, we don't?
No.
Do we have one on
It's
our
on Wednesday.
stream birthday?
That's your birthday, maybe. I don't know.
2/18. Hey, it's Fuel, Las Vegas.
Nice. Oh, that's gonna.
Oh.
Oh, I know. I forgot that with the Xfinity car. Yeah, that'll be fun.
So this is our stream. I don't think people have
Oh,
seen
yeah.
this before. This is our master stream layout thing.
I have to update that actually.
Oh, okay. Dude,
I did.
Oh,
some
you
of
did
it today.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
I'm
this
debating.
is how we organize like the streams that we do. So this is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So series that we have redundant series that we have on like the same day, we just put off to the right. So like Grid Life's over here, DC Region's over here. But so all the things listed in black are paid for. All the things listed in blue are unpaid, and the green is the next race, and the dark gray is races that have been completed.
Okay. So here's the thing is, how many series you guys have broadcasted over with what you have now?
Like how many have we done total?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, probably
No, like not total, but like how many series are you broadcasting per week?
Probably average like 4 to 5.
Yeah, 4 to 5. Sounds like a week.
Oh God. Yeah, average of 4 to 5. So when March rolls around, because that's when 3 wide starts back up again. So March we'll have 1, 2, 3. Or it'll be
March
4.
we're looking at
5.
like 4 week, even February too for some weeks.
Yeah,
and,
it's a lot, but
yeah. The only real, I guess, we're in April, May we start to get 5 a week for some, but yeah.
I'm really excited about Spec MX5 this season. This is a really good schedule. Summit, VIR, Roval, Glen, Road Atlanta, Laguna Seca, Sebring, Sonoma, Coda.
And Fuel's doing the Xfinity cars, right?
Fuel is running the Xfinity cars.
Thank God.
God.
Grand 3 wide's running the K&N car.
For half of like.
Yeah, and then
Dude.
3 wide Super Sundays, they're running Super Lates,
And then V8s.
V8s,
which is
and
gonna be
what's
awesome.
DH?
Oh, doubleheader.
Oh, okay. SLM, I see. Indy Elites over here. Grid Life iRacers, we don't have a schedule for yet. What else is in here?
I feel like that's mostly.
That's
it.
mostly it. Go back to
DJ, announce the next season of Grid Life.
Oh.
what else? Oh, here's our videos folder. This is all like ad content. So there's like the Coca-Cola thing,
Kokomo.
Speed 51. The thing is, Speed 51 always gives us things that we can only play for like a week, because they're always like for like events that are like a week from now, so we can only use them like once.
Yeah.
Oh, the old Audi intro.
Oh yeah, this is old. I mean, this is 2 years old almost.
Kyle, don't you guys have other SYM TV like broadcasters, or did kind of just narrow down to you and Finian?
We use Connor Horn a lot.
He's our
Oh.
substitute.
He's kind of been our.
It's basically been us. Yeah. I'm
Well, the
somewhat
problem
proud.
is you're like out of here soon. Like probably the fall is probably when you're gonna get busy.
Yeah, I don't know. It really depends because again, I'd still.
Oh, you know what I
still
should show
apply for
people?
jobs.
Is Blender, like the replay thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They should that, and also you should show the track map.
Oh, that'd be cool too. Yeah. So I do like the replay
that's
screen
sick.
I did in Blender, and so it's an animation, and I have I have the light source. Where is it? Hold on. Light. So the light source is animated so that it moves and drags the reflection with it. And I have the logo modeled in 3D. This is like cool stuff that you don't ever really.
Yeah,
get to
I
see.
wish I knew how to do this.
Well, this isn't
bad
like
with-
this isn't really complex animation by any stretch, but it does the job.
I know it's not, but it would take me like 10 years to figure out how to do that because I have absolutely no idea how to use Blender in the slightest or any rendering software for that.
Yeah, but
Need
it's
to learn Blender.
pretty cool. It's kind of, I mean, this is really simple. I could have gone. I'm still kind of in the process of redoing this, so I'm not really sure if this will stick around for long. I mean, the logo being shiny and all that's going to stay. It's just a matter of like what the background is and what happens during it. Then you want to see the track maps?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. I have to go to track guides. I guess Coda is interesting, right?
Yeah.
Hey Kyle,
Yeah.
when are you gonna have a logo that is
What?
that isn't oval biased?
Oh, well,
I mean,
I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not changing it now. It's printed on a bunch of crap. So.
I mean, if you like tilt
It's
it,
Watkins
it
Glen.
could be a road.
No, it's not.
course,
It's
too.
not Watkins Glen. It's. I didn't really model it after any specific racetrack, but it resembles Daytona the most. Like.
No. Just say that it's Watkins Glen. It'll appease everyone.
So this is what like the Coda track map looks. And I don't really know how accurate the elevations are on this. They're just eyeballed. But essentially, how it works is let me just turn some things off. So.
That is beautiful.
So here's.
Turn 1 is not tall enough. It must be a mile high.
Oh god.
7 looks kind of high.
I haven't. This is. I think I have this one rendered out, but I'm not. This is gonna get another.
Yes.
It's gonna get another
is accurate.
revision before
That seems a little bit. That seems a little extreme.
But yeah, so basically how this works is the numbers are actually set up to follow the camera, the corner numbers.
I like how you can see the line. Oh, that looks really cool.
So as the camera rotates around, the numbers follow, so that you can always read the numbers.
Oh, I didn't realize you had the elevation climb up.
Yeah. So So basically, all I did is I just had it scaled down, and then as it hits a certain frame, I have to go farther forward. Where does it change? Right there. So as
God,
as you
I
go
hate
farther forward,
Indianapolis.
it rises up. So again, I don't really consider Coda like my most accurate track model. I think we spent a long time on Mosport, so I'll take a look at that one. I had Zach help me out with this one. So
That looks pretty sick.
yeah, Mosport is probably the most accurate one that we have in terms of the elevation map. So yeah, and then 5A, 5B, 5C. But all this is, I mean, it's really just a satellite picture that I take from Google Earth, and then I just actually should I demo?
Zoom in.
Should I demo a track map model like pull in show my process?
Wait, Kyle, what you did back then is you had like the old track. Yeah.
Would you guys be interested? Like, would you guys want to see how I make it?
Sure. I was gonna practice, but I hate
what-
to try.
what track-
Let's turn this into a 6-hour stream. Why not?
What track do you guys want to see made? Because I have,
Do you have Indy Road?
Let's go Road Atlanta.
I already
Do you have
one.
Mid-Ohio?
I don't know if I have
Do you have
Mid-Ohio.
Indy Road done?
I don't have Indy Road done, but I.
Indy Road with all that elevation change, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Indy Road and like Daytona Road are both just flat, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
elevation-wise, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. Let me hold on. Let me pull up
Do
what I
you
actually
have,
have so you can see.
Road
Laguna?
Atlanta.
Do you have Laguna?
I think I.
I feel like you do. 'cause
No,
we did.
I did it before, but I don't have a new version. So these are the tracks that I have. I haven't
Road
redone
Atlanta, boys.
Laguna yet. But
Laguna's got plenty of elevation change.
I have Indy
You cut-
Oval.
No, ew.
I do. Oh, I do
Do
have
Mid-O.
Mid-Ohio. I had to do Mid-Ohio because it was part of the grid life thing. Wrong thing. I have to. Open
Do Autobahn.
I have Autobahn already, I think.
Oh, you do?
What
I don't have the
what track
elevation
is
mapped
that?
yet, but I do have the track layout. Although I don't think this isn't the layout that GLTC is going to be running. They're running
South.
They're running the short course, I think,
The South.
or the south course. Yeah. Which do
Yeah.
you know which side? If I'm looking down from above, do you know which side that is?
Hold on.
Yeah. Wait for the stream to catch up.
It's right side when you're looking at it.
Okay, I see.
In that picture.
Oh, so there's like the cut through down, probably
Yeah,
right
that-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Do I have? I think I do have Lime Rock already because I had to do it for.
So what you do, Kyle, is that you get like a map or like a picture from Google Maps, and then you trace over it with the
Yeah.
blue.
I'll show you how we do it. You just got to pick a track that's worth doing.
You know, I'm curious about what the new
Road
flight
Why not
simulator-
Road Atlanta?
Because I have Road Atlanta.
With
Oh,
the new with
yeah.
flight simulator.
What about it?
I wonder how if there'll be tracks. Like,
Do
like
Le
not
Mans.
necessarily modeled.
Le Mans. I don't know how you say it.
I'm not doing
French.
No. Let's just make Kyle's life hell. Nürburgring.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Hold on. What track do you guys actually want to see? Because I might do.
You can do the GP circuit, all right?
Oh no, no, the whole
let
thing
me look at what we actually have coming up and do something that's smart to do.
combined.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's a track that we don't have modeled that would be useful to do?
Laguna.
Oh, the Charlotte Roval. We can do that. I don't have a new.
No.
That's flat as shit.
Well, that's banking.
That's not bad
That's a
flat.
bank.
The only banking you have is what,
I don't think we have. I don't think there's really anything interesting that we don't have done that's not coming up.
oh, I mean, for the ORL doubleheader, the Charlotte Roval's there, so you go ahead and knock your...
New Jersey Motorsports Park. I don't know that track very well though, so maybe
That's pretty flat.
Barber.
Yeah, that's a flat track.
Barber. Yeah, Barber's.
Ooh, Barber. Barber's really interesting.
Let's do Barber.
I thought you did Barber at some point.
Isn't that the Alabama Grand Prix, the Indy runs?
Yes.
Okay, so what I usually do, because I have
Barber's
these all
fun.
set up now, is I usually just take a track that I already have set up, and I'm going to save this as, make a new folder, and call
Kyle.
this barber.blend. So there's that. Then
Kyle, should I start getting into road?
yes.
Yeah, you're fast.
Dude, I just hate the road cars. I don't know why. I gotta start
Yes, I
liking
do have Lime Rock DJ. I did it for when the DC region went there
Which
last time.
which road cars do you hate? All of them?
I only like the road course. Like, if you could take a cup car to any road course, I love it because it's fun to drive. You take a road course car, like a Ford GT 2017.
Well, I was gonna say there's a
Like a
large
trash
spectrum of road cars. There's touring cars, grand touring cars, open wheel cars.
And I don't know that.
It's not that
Oh, wait, no.
complicated.
I don't know. I only know stock cars.
Okay, so what I do is I line it up kind of center, and I might have to go, it's probably all right. And then I'm going to go up to top here, and you can actually save image, and then you can actually select the size, which is maximum. Hit save image, track guides, Barber, and we'll save this as Barber. And I also do black and white just so that the track map actually pops. I'm not totally sure if I want to leave it that way.
I think color would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'll be consistent though and keep it black and white.
I don't know. So what I was saying is like, imagine like what if you're able to like get it like so with the new flight sim that's coming out, if they have like the tracks actually like mapped on the ground.
That'd be really cool. I don't know if they'll go to that detail level though. So all I do here is I just colors, hue, saturation, drag the saturation down, and then I usually just play with the curves to get a better color balance.
God, I hate it.
Okay, export. And then go back to Blender. And what we're going to do is take this satellite PNG, go down to, I haven't done this in a while, barber.jpg. Okay, so now we have the Barber track map, but we're using most port, so that's a no bueno. So what we want to do is, let me just double check that.
Delete.
I'm not going to set up the camera just yet. So no, I don't actually
That's
delete because
not
I
the
have
right
it like set up
layout.
so that it's like I have my spline set up the way I want it. So what I'm going to do is drag this to where the start finish line is, which I think is that the start finish line? Yeah.
That's start finish line. It's wait. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah,
Right,
sorry.
right here. So I'm going to set up the start finish line.
Oh, you have it on the pit straight. You want to put it on the
Oh,
left,
right here.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It's hard to tell because there's not enough contrast there. So I just go to edit mode, and then what I do
Oh,
is
you just drag it.
I just delete all these vertices. So I just have the ones on the straight. And then I can go here, hit extrude, which is the E key. Oh, wrong thing. Extrude E, and I just pull it out like this.
Oh, cool.
Holy Dale. That's cool.
And then I get to the corner, and you can rotate, and you just start following. So again, this isn't super accurate, but
I mean, I doubt anyone's gonna complain.
No
It's
one-
Pretty.
it's about as close as it's going to get.
Holy shoot, Kyle.
This is an epic corner, by the way, this turn 2 complex.
Isn't that like the hairpin?
There's a
Hairpin is not really.
It's just a.
It's just a corner. It's
That
but it's like, it kind of reminds me of like the Watkins Glen carousel, but a bit tighter.
I was
and
gonna
more
say, if
bent.
anything, it's like it's a carousel-like corner.
Yeah. So already you can see how that's shaping up.
Do you guys see the like vehicle thing that flipped over there last year?
The what thing?
I forget what it was. It's like a sweeper. I think it was a sweeper. Rubber.
I saw you, Zach, before he could do that. So it just gets a little tricky when you get down to these really tight radii to get them to look
Oh, wait
right.
till we get together.
So that's
Yeah,
the thing
that's-
is like tracks like Coda are a real big pain because the track like my spline is wider than the track actually is.
You can thank Herman Tilk for that.
So when I get down to the tighter corners, it gets a little awkward. But I want you to be able to see.
Oh, Finian's getting a kick out of this. He loves watching it.
I've never showed anybody my process.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, this is all new to me. I've never seen Kyle do it before. Yeah, it's gonna be complicated.
Yeah, the elevation is totally eyeballed unless there's an elevation map available for the track, which is often not the case. So I usually just take a couple laps in iRacing and then just try to figure it out. But again, as long as you get the general gist of what goes up and what goes down, I'm not really concerned about it being.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what's the low point on the track? If it's between,
I would suspect it's
either there, or on the other side. Sorry.
blocking my
At
view.
Barber?
Yeah.
I think it's that corner that you're doing
I
right now.
think it's
Yeah.
either the corner he's doing right now or turn 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like a more dipping corner.
It's
and
one
it
of the two,
rises
I'm not
back
sure.
up.
I like straightaways.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's where I am now. So I'm probably a third of the way done with this shape. This is being productive.
He's a piece.
Like I mean, I don't think people would normally watch this, but I just like stream just to kind of shoot the breeze with people while I'm working, if people would enjoy doing that.
This is actually really interesting to watch.
Look at Zach.
Yeah, it was a sweeper that rolled over in turn 3.
So you can already see, like,
God, that was so funny.
so I have to obviously adjust, like,
You saw that?
Yeah.
so you
Was
can,
it turn 3 or was it
That was 3.
after the chicane?
That was 3.
oh, there's like
Was it?
Yeah.
equipment on the track.
Interesting.
I was there.
So-
Wasn't in turn 3.
So the other thing you can do is like, so let's just pretend, so you can see how like,
Oh yeah.
you see how it's like, how the track isn't lining up with the black like vertexes. So that's because I have this set to subdivide. So if I want, let's say I like have that right, and I want this to be a tighter kink, I can do a loop cut and make
Is that
that
banking?
tighter.
Oh.
So
Kyle's just gonna have a ramp. See if the ramp back onto the track.
Kyle, can you do banking?
yes. And all that would be like, so for example, I'll just do it here for a second. All that would be is I just do this and I drop,
Hey, I got pole.
so you can
Hey,
you can
Kyle.
see.
Remember you guys used to do the on board
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
okay, I see.
like back in the day?
Yeah. I just don't do that because we have just too much to do. If we had less series, I would go back to doing that again.
Okay.
But I'm bringing the track maps we did like a year ago. We actually, the first track map we ever did was VRL's first race, I think.
Oh,
Was it?
It was VRL's Watkins Glen race was the first time we used the track maps.
Oh yes.
I mean, I can.
And that
do-
was the old one where the blue part was thicker on the...
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I can do your oval like.
That was an actual
Track
like
maps,
video.
It was an actual video. Although these get rendered out as actual videos.
Well, no, like
But-
you know what I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? I don't think I did that right.
How do you render it as a video?
No. It will just render as.
So, like, when I go to the render tab here, you can set the file format. And so what I can do is I can set it as a movie, or what I've been doing lately is setting it as an image format. And I usually use PNG. And then when I go up to render, you hit render animation, and it renders it one frame at a time. And then you import that into editing software as a frame sequence, and then it plays it at whatever speed.
That's really cool.
I
I,
don't know if
can't
we
believe
can
you
do
use GIMP, dude. Like, I haven't seen that version of GIMP.
Zach, what do you mean by a sharper, a harder edge? Do you mean on on these corners, or because I can do that, and you would do that by doing a loop cut here and dragging up so that you have a sharper radius. But this is scaled up a lot higher. Like I do the entire thing by scaling. So when you scale it down real low, you end up with a sharper edge. But it won't. The track won't be this tall, so it'll get scaled back down. to remember we have school tomorrow. And then last couple corners. This is kind of where it's crucial to kind of get things lined up right.
You don't do pit lanes on these, do you?
I don't have the pit lanes on these just because it's generally not a huge concern. I felt like I actually did it for ovals. I think I did it for Homestead. No, did I? I don't think I did because the pit roads that are interesting I like want to do because it makes sense.
I was gonna say, yeah, because really for road courses they almost always follow the stretch, main stretch. Oval ones kind of cut and do like some weird stuff.
Yeah. So now I'm just trying to get these lined up a little bit better. And then how I connect them is I actually have to lower because one end's a little higher than the other right now. So I have to drop that down.
You manually line it up?
Yeah. There's probably better ways to do that, but and then I just select the 4 vertices. I hit F to.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
that's not right. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, I just had to connect. Then I just connect each face. Oh, wrong vertex.
Oh. You put a little bit of a jump there on the front straight.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I mean, that would make the race entertaining
Sure would.
for some people.
And I don't really care about the underside of the track because it's underneath the map anyway.
Could be worse.
Okay, so there's that, and then I think that is relatively flat. So that would be, oh, okay, so now you can see, because I used the same shape as before that was already pre-animated, it's already set to do the growing process. And now I just go here, and then I could go back.
The growing process?
Yes, where it gets erect. So like, I'm not going to do the elevation right now because it's tedious and it takes a long time to do, but so how it essentially just works is like, let's just say I grab turn 2. I just grab the top vertices and I just move them down, and if the track has any banking I would do it here. And so now you can see her kind of starting into the banking process.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, so, you know, this is a very, I'm not really aiming for accuracy right now, but so now you can see how that works. And the banking, I tend to exaggerate because it doesn't really, like if I were to actually do like the 4 degrees of banking,
You wouldn't notice.
wouldn't
Right, it
notice
doesn't really show up.
Yeah.
It isn't obvious.
Yes, Zach, if you want more detail, you can subdivide. Like I think I showed earlier how you can make corners sharper. So, like if I wanted to, let's just pretend that the middle of this corner has a super sharp, like apex point. This is like, let's just say her Montilk adds a chicane. You can just do that.
Yeah, it was a very Herman Tilk like chicane. Jesus.
But that's all that how that works. And then the goal would be to not have to adjust the camera at all. But you know, the boxed-in frame here is what the camera sees. So I'd have to kind of shift everything a little bit and scale it down to fit in the frame. But then I'd go back here and edit my information. There's no nickname to this track, so I just delete this line. I don't know how long it is, but
Barbert.
do you know how long Barber is?
I can find out.
Off the top of your head?
Barber MB.
How long is Barber Motorsports Park?
Using technology to your advantage.
3.83 kilometers.
No, not, I want freedom
2.38
units.
miles.
Okay, 2.38
2.38 freedom units.
2.38 miles. Thank you. So yeah, and then all I do for the corners is I already have them pre-set
Freedom
up.
units.
So I already have my numbers, and all I do is I just drag them to where I need them. So, which can be a little challenging depending on what track you're using as the base. So the other thing is, let's say I don't have enough corner numbers, I can actually go file, like, so this I was using MostPort as the base. So I have 5A, 5B, 5C. Well, I don't need those, so I delete those, and then I can go to File, Append, and pick a track that has all those numbers. So I guess Coda is usually the one I go to because it's got like 20 corners.
Yeah.
And then you can go to Object, and I can select 5, and now I have turn number 5.
Okay.
So that's all.
And then if you're at the Nürburgring, you just kill yourself.
Yes. So, I mean, this is a lot more efficient than the process I had before. It took me a long time, but I'm going to stop there for this one. But you can kind of see. So now I have the layout for Barber.
Looking good.
So, yeah.
How long did that take you? Like 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, again, the elevation's the part that easily doubles the length of the process.
Okay. So it's flat for right now.
Yeah, it's totally flat. Has no,
Okay.
you know. So I think I've also done NCM Motorsports Park the same way, where I have it set up. It just needs to get elevation.
Oh, okay.
What I think is really cool is you can like see with the Google Maps, you can see like the surrounding area. Like NCM's right next to a interstate or a highway, so you can see all the features. You can see the go-kart track that's next to it. That sort of thing.
You should do a track map for the go-kart track.
Wait. What's MCM or NCM?
NCM is the National Corvette Museum. It's a brand new track they built in 2013, and it's, from what I've heard, it's super epic, and we're going to it as long as we can get out of school.
Oh yeah, there's a small
Okay. Oh, I thought
problem
this was
about
an
that.
iRacing track.
So I was looking, the flights don't match up properly. Like we wouldn't be able to catch a flight
On Friday?
on Sunday.
On Sunday. Could we get a flight on Monday?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we just try to get out Friday and Monday. I know I can get out no problem. It's just a matter of you.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't know, because I am concerned with my Friday class. I won't be able to miss it.
I
so
see. Okay, well, we'll
How
cross
far
that.
is that from you guys?
NCM is about a 10-hour drive.
I found 12 hours.
But-
Are you guys gonna drive or are you guys gonna fly?
No, we'll have to fly. I don't think Grid Life could. Zach's cracking me up. Grid Life won't be able to afford to fly us out for that one, but one of the drivers already offered to pay for one of the tickets, so we just have to cover one. And lodging really isn't an issue at Grid Life events, so because we can always crash with somebody. So I'm trying to get there because I don't even know if they're going to stream it yet, but it's such a cool venue that I just think it's like worth trying to go. So
Venue. It's a funny word.
Have we been at Barber before? Oh yeah, we have for IndyCar.
Yes, for Fuel Indy. Is there anything else?
I should probably go to a Grid Life race, but there's no track by me other than like a road course, other than Willow Springs, which is like an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, Grid Life was looking at going to Laguna Seca, but the management changed
Okay,
over,
fine.
which made that challenging.
Yeah.
So here's the schedule
I
again.
mean, I had the sponsor my car, but I know nobody from there.
But so we're doing. I'm hoping NCM. I'm definitely doing Gingerman Autobahn Mid Ohio. Still no word on PPIR, and I'm definitely doing the last two. So the only one that I'm not sure about right now are NCM and PPIR. We're definitely not doing COTA because they don't have the car count yet to support
Oh,
flying.
Colorado Springs. Wait, wasn't that the old
Yes.
oval that the Truck Series used to race on?
That is correct. I'll pull it up on
Yeah,
Google
that's more
Earth.
of a. That's gonna be a huge draft fest.
No, it's a pretty small track.
Which track?
PPIR.
Yeah, I mean other than the oval, but
North America
I
will
don't know. I
be
forgot how big
that launch straight
no,
away.
it's pretty shortish.
The oval's not.
Yeah,
It's not a big oval.
It's yeah.
It's basically like a Richmond, I think, just with
I was
more
gonna say it
banking.
looks like Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa, Richmond, that sort of thing. But so the Roval's what they run on.
Oh, okay. I hate Richmond so much. It's just gonna yell at me, but yeah.
So
Oh, okay, so that's where they turn it and all that.
yeah, so they enter on the backstretch. That's turn one technically. How many?
So if
DJ, so they keep saying 25 to 30 cars, but I think only like the last time I heard it was like 10 to 12 that are actually signed up, and I think they're just hoping that they get another 10 or 15 come race day. And I just know that they don't have a budget to fly us. I talked to Adam, and there's just they don't even have enough budget to fly most of their personnel down for themselves. So it's as much as I was hoping to get to that one, it's not really realistic. So
Grid Life it's kind of on a tight budget.
oh well, yeah, because I
but-
mean, if you think about like the tracks that they're I mean, Gingerman, from what I've heard and seen, is pretty cheap to rent. But like, we know for a fact that Road Atlanta was a fortune, like to the tune of
and
like.
I'm assuming Road America is a fortune too.
Road America is also pretty expensive. I don't think it's as bad as Road Atlanta. I heard about $60K per day for Road Atlanta.
What about Circuit? What about Coda?
Coda is I don't even know how much because
They're sharing. The
oh
track.
no, I did hear it was I think it was 95,000 a day is what I read.
Not
Oh
surprised.
wow.
But they're
What
sharing
is-
it with Super Lap Battle though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know how much GLTC is accounting because
Probably
it's really a Super Lap Battle weekend. So
Probably 30,000, 30,000.
So you're going to Coda, right?
no, we wanted to go to Coda,
No.
but it's not going to work out because of the budget.
I wish that would be awesome.
It would be cool. Maybe next year if they do it again. I don't think they're going to do it
Like
again.
you missing the Daytona 500.
We actually thought about going to the Rolex.
Yeah, we thought about it, but yeah, the flights would have been really awkward and
Yeah.
stuff wouldn't have worked out.
What am I doing? Okay. Oh, also, this is an epic. This is the best video ever.
Oh, since Grid Life is my sponsor, should I know more about Grid Life
Yes,
than I
yes, you
probably
should.
do?
Look at this. This is
Wouldn't
epic.
Yeah. They need better camera work like this.
Well,
Cast it.
So this drone. I don't think was the drone that they used for the stream. This
Right.
is like a
They
normal
should've.
random
But
guy.
that's what I'm
no,
saying.
I
It's like they should've
don't. I don't
used-
disagree.
Yeah.
Where's DJ?
DJ, I'll show you when we go to the next corner here.
Find a $42 plane ticket.
So DJ is this car, the white Civic here. Before he had his
Oh,
big
get him,
wing.
DJ. Who's the leader? Coutil?
No, Coutil is second. Justin Kelly. Hold on, there's DJ here.
Okay, who's the leader?
Justin Kelly, and then it was Eric Coutil, DJ, Jake Jorenstad.
Jonestar was definitely not at Road Atlanta, right?
Correct.
Okay, well,
Um,
I need to learn a lot about Grid Life.
there's a crash course on our website. If you go to simtvbroadcasting.com/GLTC, there's information, news, and results.
Yeah, I should probably know who the owner is.
Self promotion's not allowed here. Discord.
Are we not allowed to sell it?
Are people still watching this?
Apparently, I think.
Yeah,
It was
eight
The
guys
same
watching.
8 that have been watching it the whole time.
people.
Dedicated few.
I don't really know what else.
GTLC, is that it?
GLTC.
Get it right, damn it.
GLTC.
Grid Touring Life Cup.
I said that at Road Atlanta like more than once.
Did you really?
I said GTLC and I caught myself. I was like, dang it, dude.
Oh, I thought you said Grid Touring Life Cup. That would have been...
You also said Clot Oval for that one fuel
here
race
we go
forever
again.
ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, this is the
Never let it die.
this was the file I used when I was redoing the lower thirds. This is what I was using to do that to
Oh,
plan everything out.
Tiffany Kelly's. That, no offense to him or him, if it's a him. Is that a girl though?
Yeah, Tiffany.
It is. Okay.
I don't know any guys named Tiffany.
But hey, this is 2020. You never know.
Yeah, but I don't know if anybody's actually gone, but I'll show it here. So you go to simtvbroadcasting.com, you hit GLTC, there's a schedule, there's the top
Come
10
on, there,
points,
brother.
and then we have stats and standings.
Oh, stats.
We also have a link
go
to the
there.
rule book, which everyone should know because it's only like 15 pages long.
Heck yeah.
And then here is the current point standings, and then all the driver stats that you can.
Have they already raced?
So technically, round 1 of 2020 was in October.
Oh, heck
Because they added an event to the end of the season, and they didn't want it to count for points for 2019 because they'd already declared the season finished. So they just counted October as the first round for 2020. So that's why there's already points for 2020.
oh,
okay.
So technically, it should be 2019, 2020.
Get him,
Like 2019
DJ.
dash.
Look at DJ.
And then you can organize the driver stats by like average finish. So Eric Coutil's got the best average. No, to surprise of no one. But so I told DJ in the car on the way to Chicago, like I want to have like almost like a number kind of like iRating that kind of accounts for the differences.
Oh, yeah.
Like some kind of driver skill rating that like accounts for the lack of starts.
One guy in the Lionheart series, he did something like that for the drivers. It was like a power rating. I don't know.
Yeah,
how he
because
did it.
I want it to like I don't want because right now, if you run one race and finish second,
I mean,
you have an average finish of second.
Essentially, that would be like what, like.
I don't know, like average your 5 best races or something, and then.
Yeah, like 5 most recent races, or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot, dude.
5 most recent,
I
or
got-
5 best, just
I
in
got-
general.
Well,
On
you
chat
want it to,
band
well, it
from
depends
Iron.
what you want the rating to be. Do you want it to be like a
Yeah, I
rating
guess
that
more current,
changes
right?
more like that changes frequently?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be
Because a
good to have it.
permanent rating wouldn't really fit something like this.
Right, because I just wanted to account for like drivers that run 3 events or drivers that run 10. I want to have somebody to compare them.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, going off their, I think their most recent results, 3, 5
Yeah,
results.
and I the thing is, but you also want it to like if a low rated driver beats a high rated driver, like I want this swing to be big, right?
Oh, yeah.
How I rating is, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you do that. So if anyone has any suggestions on that, I'm
There's
taking
probably
it.
something for that, like with other sports.
Well, how does NASCAR do it? NASCAR has driver ratings.
Do they really?
Yeah,
No.
for specific tracks too. But I want that to be like when drivers go out, like they get off the track, like, whoa, I wonder how my driving rating increased. Like, I think it'd be really cool to like have that be a stat. You know?
You always have to come up with like a formula and shit. Like math.
Well, yeah, no, it would be a formula of some sort, but you'd have it in Excel so that when you put in the results, it just does it
Does a
automatically.
function, yeah.
Oh, also, I'll show you the results that Adam sent me. Race results. This is the folder of stuff I had to negotiate to make that document.
Nice. SYM TV app 1. You can find an app developer.
What? Where'd you see
No,
that?
it was that guy. SYM TV app 1.
Oh, I actually funny he says that because I actually heavily considered making an app for that exact purpose.
Really?
Yeah. I actually looked into it. I don't know if you ever saw, but using the SYM TV broadcasting email, I signed up for an app development site.
The one thing I really wanted to get, I was working on it like a year ago now. I was trying to get like what was it? A live standings thing on the website. I wasn't able to get it done.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Though actually, technically, I did find a way. The only problem is that basically everyone would know my IP address for my house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that. Also,
Yeah.
this is interesting. So this is the way that we do our multicasting now. So this is a website called Caster, and it's like $15 a month or something, and you can add all sorts of different platforms. Of course, we're just using Facebook and YouTube, and I think we're also using Periscope for Indie Elite. So basically, in OBS, like this is the server that we stream to instead of YouTube, and then we use this stream key, put it in our broadcaster software, and then it broadcasts to here, and then we can individually turn off each different location. So like, actually, I'll set up this Saturday stream right now. So basically, I will do this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to add platform, YouTube events, connect to YouTube events. And then go back here, select Outsider Racing League, and now this is ready to go. And then on Facebook, I don't think I've set up the Facebook stream. I'm not going to do it right now, but on Facebook, I'd go there, I'd set up the live stream, and then I'd put the stream key in here, and then I toggle on, and then we're good to go. So that's how that works.
Show us your stream key.
I already did. It's fine. It's an old stream anyway, so it wouldn't do anything. But so that's how that works. So now we go live from here instead of from YouTube. So okay, I think that's all. Time to wrap up this test stream, I guess. How do I stop? I guess I just go.
How do I stop?
I guess we're gonna end it. So I guess we're gonna sign off. So anybody who watched this, thanks for joining. DJ, you're insane.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the donations,
Yeah,
buddy. We
thanks
love
for
you.
the $42 of donations.
Yeah, that was awesome.
SYM TV brought to you by DJ.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly.
But thanks, DJ. We love you, buddy. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna leave this up. I think this will be a fun stream to leave up.
Yeah, might as well, right?
I mean, all that
go
sweet
for
ad
it.
revenue. I actually have monetization turned off, I think. So
For what? For this?
yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna end this.
Quickly, play copyrighted music.
I'm gonna turn off the stream, and I guess we'll see you guys on Saturday.
Yeah, Dale, yeah, come watch me compete for a championship.
Saturday
Once
night.
you lose a championship.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, watch me lose it.
All right, we're gonna head off. Thanks, guys.